Hi, everybody. Happy New Year. This is Marcy from Cookies and Chat. Lisa will be joining us in a few minutes, but as promised in the past, we are going to be making cookies in the kitchen and then going into our topic. So I just wanted to have you join me with some cookie. We're going to do something simple today. So what I've done is I've taken dough, and this is something really just taking your egg and your sugar and your flour. Make it very simple, and we're just going to make a just a plain type of a sugar cookie like we've done in the past, except we're going to add some different flavors to it. So what I've done is I've taken the dough, and you can do this at home if you do a plain dough, or even if you're going to make a bread, you can actually, if you put it in an airtight container or wrap it in wax paper and then again in foil, you could freeze it for about a good 6 months. So that's what I've done here. And my dough looks, I just mushed it up like this. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to slice it up. And you should be able to get, I'll say anywhere from 12 to 18. So I'm going to just slice it up. Now you can use a regular cookie sheet. You can use a non-stick cookie sheet or one that's not non-stick. If you use a non-stick cookie sheet, you don't need to make your oven as hot. You can make it at about 325. If you're using just a regular cookie sheet or even foil, you can make your oven a little bit hotter at about 350. So I'm just going to take my pieces here, and you just want to put them in your cookie sheet, just maybe about an inch or two apart. If you want to be really fun with the kids, you can put it all together in one big cookie sheet. You can use a cast iron skillet and have the kids throw in some chocolate chips and some nuts, some sprinkles, and it'll be fun. So let's see, I have here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oop. I'm just going to make some of these thicker ones just a little bit thinner, so we don't have one big fat cookie. And you want to use a sharp knife. I just use this bread knife, but you can use any kind of sharp knife for it. And here, I'm just going to slice just this one, make it a little bit thinner. And if you get one that's too thin, you can always just add it together like I'm going to do here. So we'll just add it here. Okay. So some may come out a little bigger than others. We'll see. So what I'm going to do is I'm just taking some regular ground cinnamon, no sugar in it at all. And we're just going to add, did I even open the thing here properly? Yes. So also I just want to add that these cookies, even though it's like a sugar cookie, have very little sugar in it. You can use an artificial sugar for those of you who are diabetic. You can't bake with Splenda very well, but you can use the stevia or any of those artificial sugars, natural sugars that you can find in the market. So I'm just going to add a little cinnamon to some of them. So maybe just half, we'll do a little cinnamon. I have some rainbow sugar here, very good for the kids, right? Lots of fun. And we can just add a little bit here. So I'm just going to add some of them. And I think that's all I'm going to do. I'm going to keep it simple. But you could also add some nuts. You could add some chocolate chips. You can also take a Hershey Kiss, some M&Ms, and just stick it right in the middle, and it'll melt along with the cookie. And yeah, so I have here just about a dozen or so cookies. I'm going to pop them in the oven now, and I'm putting mine in at 350. I did spray with Pam. You don't need to, but I always do. It's just like an added backup. I spray everything with Pam. So I'm going to put these in the oven for about 12 to 14 minutes. And if you just bear with me a minute, I will join you in the living room with Lisa, and we'll do our topic for the day before our cookies are done. So I'll be right back. Hi, everybody. We have gone into our living room while our cookies are baking, so we'll keep you posted on how they look at the end. So, welcome everybody. For those of you just joining us, we have our cookies, our simple sugar cookies with cinnamon and sprinkles, sugar rainbow sprinkles in the oven, and we will show you what they look like when they're done.
Okay.
So,
hi everybody, I'm Lisa, and I'm joining for the second part of our show. One of the questions that we had when we were brainstorming some ideas for what are some topics that we should cover, one of them is dealing with the post-holiday blues and how do you get yourself into the next year but perking yourself up, because let's face it, January and February and the beginning of March, it's still dark, it's a little gloomy, and you had the holidays already that are now past us. So I'm going to start with asking Marcy. So what does it mean for you for the holiday blues?
That's a great question. So I think in talking about the holiday blues, we need to talk about what precipitated it. Like, why is it the holiday blues? What is it about it that makes us blue post-holiday? And I think if we think about logically, it makes sense because there's so much joy and wonder in the holidays.
Yes.
So much preparation. Sometimes we do all this preparation and the next thing you know, we're taking it down. So it's the buying of the gifts, the decorating of the tree. If we celebrate Hanukkah, it might be preparing for our latkes, lighting the candles, getting family together, the preparation of a meal. And this could go on. This, for some people, it starts, it seems to start earlier and earlier every year, but it really starts around Thanksgiving, doesn't it? Where it's the preparation of that, and then we start talking about the holidays, and then it's New Year's, and then the day after New Year's, we now have to make it all go away. We have to put away the tree that some of us may be looking at, and you know who you are that look at it for so many months that you're going, well, time to put it back up again. But we're looking at, putting away the gifts, maybe even returning gifts, throwing away the wrapping paper, cleaning up, just starting over again. It's depressing. It brings you down. All the excitement and wonder of putting it together and looking at the beauty of your lights and even family just getting together, and now everybody goes home and it's an empty feeling. So I think number one, when we talk about the blues, Lisa, we have to talk about not only the reality of it, of what brought us there, but it's okay. I think we all go through it. It's just some of us handle it a little bit better than others. And think about any kind of holiday or celebration. Could be a wedding.
Mm-hmm.
And there's so much wonder and joy, and then the next day it's
over.
It's over, and there's a little bit of a letdown to it. It's not often that we go, oh my goodness, I'm glad it's over, but now look at all the stuff I have to do to prepare or clean and just reorganize myself. So I think it's tough. So I think what's important when we talk about the holiday blues is doing something, whatever it is that you need to do, have a plan. Have a plan and organize yourself. And don't put pressure on yourself to get it all done today or tomorrow. I think that's what we do a lot. We go, okay, I have to have the tree down on the 2nd, and then by the 3rd, and it's too much pressure.
I did that already. Yeah. And here we are. And now I'm like, you know what? It's okay.
Mm-hmm.
I have the tree down now. That's good. I wanted it done right on the New Year's Day.
Mm-hmm.
But that's okay. And my basement, I'm going through my basement and organize. I'm creating a little baby home gym.
Oh, nice.
So,
that'll be good for the new year.
Yes.
Okay.
So I'm like, okay, I don't have the basement completely organized yet, but I'm close.
Mm-hmm. But I love what you did. You took what could have been a sluggish moment and turned it into days or weeks, and turning it into, oh, here's a positive spin on this.
Yep.
I got things cleaned up, and now look at the space I have. What could I do a little different for the new year? Which, as a result, goes into our self-care topics. So good job with that. I think that's a good point for our viewers and listeners to hear, is that as you're putting things away, rather than grumbling through it, take a look at an opportunity to
start anew. It's a new year, new goals, new days, new challenges. How to be more effective or just different, what to do different. And I think when we're talking about the blues, don't forget about what brings you joy, what brings you happiness. I know for me it's music. I live my life with music. So maybe that's the time while you're cleaning up. Put on the loudest music you can that brings you joy. Do a little bit of dancing around the room. Do what we just did and put some cookies in the oven. You get that smell, which you go, that smells nice. Maybe get yourself a nice hot cup of cocoa or a cup of tea or even coffee while you're putting things away. Make some joy out of it. And I think if you combine the joy, and even if you're doing this by yourself, you could still find the joy in this with the music and taking the pressure off of a time frame. If you don't get it all done today, so what? Guess what? It's still going to be there tomorrow.
Right.
It's like, I have to get the dishes done today. No, you don't, because it's still going to be there tomorrow. So you will be surprised by not setting a deadline for yourself of how quickly you get it all done. And while you're getting it done, I challenge you to do what Lisa's done, and that's take a look at your area, take a look at things while you're cleaning up or while you're reorganizing your home or even your calendar for the year and go, what does this give me the opportunity to do differently? You know what? Maybe what I'm going to do is this decoration that really isn't Christmassy, but it's kind of holiday-ish. It brings me joy because of who gave it to me. I think I'm going to keep that out all year. What is something, I have certain things that bring me joy just to look at, and I do, even though they have a holiday-ish theme to it, I keep them out all year round because when I look at it, it maybe brings a fond memory or something like that. Did you get gifts? Why not, instead of texting people or sending them emails, how about go back to the old-fashioned handwritten note? And I will tell you, I gave somebody I gave somebody a gift for the holiday, somebody I work with. And yesterday in the mail, I got a handwritten thank you note.
Which is really nice. That's
Not
a
only
nice
that,
gift.
I have it on my mantle because it's got a really beautiful picture on it. But I actually, not that I'm always one to thank people for thanking me, but I thanked her for being old school and going, thank you for just sending a thank you
very
note.
nice. Yeah.
It was nice. So little things like that. Are there people that you've seen over the holidays that typically you see just over the holidays? Maybe it's something to, you know what? I'm going to give them a call every month or every quarter or just to keep in touch. Now's the time to whip out that 2026 calendar. Lisa and I did that this morning, where we set our goals for the new year. We set what do we want to do. We even set concerts. Who do we really want to see that's going to stay within our financial budget? But it gives us something to look forward to, and that slumpy kind of feeling turns around very quickly because now it's like, we've got some solid things to do. And even though you haven't accomplished all of them yet, you get a little bit of a sense of accomplishment. So in summary, when we're talking about the holiday blues, just give yourself an okay that it's okay to experience this.
Right.
What's not okay is to sit on it for the next year. So what do you need to do? Maybe it's cleaning up and putting that tree away because now that all the excitement is in the past, or the kids' toys, whatever it is you feel fresher and cleaner. We talked about that when you
Right.
have a clean home.
Like one of the things that I'm doing as I put the tree away, I put to the side, I went through all of my leftover ornaments, and I got rid of stuff I haven't used for a couple of years or something that's broken, but I'm like, someday I might fix it. Just stop. Get rid of it. It actually frees up and it makes things less cluttered. And I'm doing that with my home office too, where what are the things that I don't need? And can I shred them and make things just fit more nicely into the space that I have?
And what are things to do also while you're doing this? You don't have to do it alone. So even if you live alone, people do better with a buddy. And I'll use myself as an example. I do once a year, you might say refreshing or cleaning out of the closets. I don't do well alone. But Lisa, who loves to do this type of thing, I do not. But I accomplish so much more when she comes over and we kind of make it fun and we'll have
laugh.
a meal, we'll laugh and have
Yeah.
music and all that stuff. So think about things that bring you down doing, and it's like, oh my God, it's such a drudgery. Who can you, hey, you know what? Let's make a party out of it. And let me have some of my girlfriends over, or let me have a friend over, or my sister, or my mom, or somebody over, and help me with this. And then maybe in return, you can help them do something in their home that's not something that's easy for them to do alone. And it gets done, and you get done, and it's fun. And then afterwards, you can look with a sense of accomplishment. So what do I see the holiday blues as? I see it as a temporary thing if you have a plan. And again, you can set deadlines, but I wouldn't set deadlines. Just make it work for you. So, Lisa, I'm going to turn it over to you while I go and take the cookies out of the oven, and I'll be right back.
Okay.
So go ahead.
All right. So, talking about just having a plan, that's honestly just, you don't have to have a deadline. But if you're one of the people that is likely to say, I'm never going to get to it, then you actually need to schedule some time to do it. So that is something that, Marcy and I did with, even for her closet, is we're scheduling some time. I scheduled time to put the tree down and go through all of those ornaments. I'm scheduling time for going through my home office and why am I having tax records from 2010 at this point? Going ahead and what needs to be shredded. So it's scheduling that time and then keeping to it is another thing. I think saying I'm going to get it all done in one sitting, and if it's not realistic, don't set yourself up that way. Just say, I'm going to start it. I'm going to get this amount done and make it very realistic, and also make it that you have a follow-up that's scheduled as well, and that you can continue the activity and do any cleanup. And heck, if you don't need any cleanup, you're done, then that's fabulous. Then you don't need that extra time. So anyway, so Marcy's back. And I guess the cookies.
So here's the thing. So when you're making these kind of cookies I showed you, cut them thinner. I did not cut them thin enough, so they need a few more minutes. So whether they're done before we're done or not, we'll certainly share them with you next week. But they need a few more minutes. I do apologize.
Right, on our next video.
Yes. So, and I think the most important thing when we're talking about the holiday blues or the post-holiday blues is, what are you doing? What are you going to do about it? And you know what? If there's a couple things on your list, take one and make it your goal for the week, and write it down. Don't put a deadline. If it takes you more than a week, it takes you more than a week.
Right, but schedule some time.
Schedule some time.
That's I find it hard. Like, it's okay to say, all right, I didn't get to the basement this week, but I'm going to schedule at least 2 hours to go through, and all I'm going to do is this tiny corner over here. And that's it. And when I'm done, I'm going to have a little celebration that I got that part done. And the same thing with the Christmas ornaments. So all of that. So schedule some time and make your list realistic.
Mm-hmm. And jot it down, because if you don't, it doesn't happen. So I have this calendar. Lisa has one as well. I bought one, and we do this every year. So what we've done is we jot down our goals personally and professionally. And for me, like even cleaning of the closets, Lisa's going to come over on this date. This is when we're doing it. Will we accomplish it all? I don't know, but that's not what's important. What's important is that you start. Yeah. So if you write it down, take your planner, and for some of you, maybe a year is too much and you just want to do it for the month or even just for the week. Start off, today is Sunday. So what can I do for this week? What can I accomplish this week? It doesn't matter how big or small. And if you don't accomplish the whole thing, at least you got started, and that's an accomplishment in itself.
Right.
So we look forward to hearing what you've done, and if anyone has any suggestions of how to overcome the blues and how you plan to accomplish your goals. Would love to hear about it.
I love that idea. Yeah, share with us what do the blues mean to you, and what do you do about it? Okay,
Anything
all right.
else?
Nope, that's it.
All right. Well, again, we wish you and your family a wonderful new year. We look forward
Yes,
to
happy
seeing
New
you
Year.
again next week, and we will continue to talk about topics that make us just better and feel better throughout the year. And if you have suggestions of any topics you would like to hear about, we'd love to hear about them and include you in our conversation. Have a good week, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.